In this video, I'll be talking about some of the regular challenges that immigrants go through in Canada and some of the ways to overcome some of these challenges. And I'll talk about some of the regular stereotype that immigrants are, just some of the things that you pass through and is a normal experience, but you can actually break free from those the norm in quotes. So this may not be a video that a lot of people are interested in, but even if it's just one person that will watch this video, hit that like button and put a comment in the comment section, I'm going to be satisfied. Okay. Now, when you are coming to Canada, okay, don't expect that everything is all going to be rosy. Okay. You see people, driving flashing. Maybe you just see that online, people driving flashy cars and snapping nice picture under the snow and all of those things. So there are a lot of struggles that we immigrants we go through, but over time, you kind of learn how to overcome these challenges. I've been here now for, it's getting close to 7 years, and I have seen it all. I've seen a lot of things during this time in Canada, and I've survived it. So, number one, don't let anybody just overall tell you know what. You may have seen a lot of videos why people leave Canada and all of this, the taxes, the code, the loneliness, and Canada is known as it seems, so all of these things, are they true? Yeah, they're true. Okay, they're true. But this what I've seen, majority of them continue to stay and they're here, so there is one of the things you have to really understand about in life is that if you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, like the where everything is just delivered to you, that probably will never happen. So maybe one of the mentality that people have is that when I just come to Canada, boom, everything is just going to start moving as it is. But it doesn't work that way. Think about it in your home country. It did not work that way, right? You have to see how to struggle and do a lot of things to make it, right? Do a lot of things to have the employment and other things. And so it's not so different from what you have in Canada now. And this is especially true for new immigrants, okay, or people that are coming into Canada afresh. There is in fact, there are a lot of struggles that you have to go through, except maybe, your parents are really, 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 really very wealthy, that you may not go through all of these struggles. In fact, there are some people in Canada, they don't do any part-time job. They are very okay, right? Their parents or their siblings are sending them all of the money that they need. Now, if you're coming with family, I mean, you are going to be having your cost of living, of course, which is, for example, for a single applicant, the 20,000 Canadian dollars per year. You may be surprised. Yeah, that is a lot of money, but there may be a lot of other things that you're going to do that probably, that may not cover, right? So you have to now think about new strategies. So this is actually where my story comes in, okay? You come into Canada as an immigrant, okay? What are some of the norms, okay? The norm is that, you first, before you even come to Canada, you get your admission, you get your study permit, and then you go to school here. And then after school, you graduate, and then you got a job, right? Or you got a work permit, post-graduation work permit, and then you work in Canada for about a year or two, and then apply for PRO. And after applying for PRO, maybe after some time, 3 years or so, you become 2 or 3 years, depends on the situation, you become a Canadian citizen. And after that, maybe you buy a house and all that. Yeah. And then probably got a good, decent paying job. That is about it, to be honest. Okay. That is 98% of people. That is the normal thing. And I think for 98% of people, they are very comfortable with it. They don't want anything extra, okay? But I beg to differ. Someone like me, I really, really beg to differ, okay? Now, I want to tell you to challenge the status quo, okay? Now, when you come into Canada, you probably may be a businessman back in your home country and you're really doing well, or you have a certain skill, you have a certain ability or talent. Maybe you were good at, maybe you were a YouTuber, in your home country, or let's say you are an architecture, you do business plan and all that, you draw and and all that, or you sell different kinds of business, right? Or you're talented, you're an artist, you sing, and a whole lot of different processes. Now, when you come to Canada, there is every tendency that some of these gifts and talents and abilities that you have tend to get suppressed because the system will reward you for just going to work 9 to 5, and that's about it. You will be fine. You can get any car you want. You can buy any house for the most part that you want if you have all the necessary down payment and all that to use. But at some point, you're going to get to the stage where you're going to ask yourself, is this really it? Is this just it for me in life? Is this just the best thing that I can do at the moment? There's got to be something more than this. And this, especially to me, when you become a Canadian citizen, I feel like, what is the next step? And do I just keep going to work and, and then maybe by the time I'm 60, I retire and that's about it? So if you are in the league where I belong, the league where people believe that there is something inside of them, there is an ability that has been deposited inside of them, and they're not going to trade it for anything. Yeah, this video is for you, okay? Now, what are some of the things that I would do? In fact, that is actually what I'm doing. At some point in 2020, I asked myself, what are the abilities that I have? And can I use this ability to serve a certain type of audience? And that's actually how I started my YouTube channel. And that has been going on pretty well. A few days ago, I was, something very interesting. I went to the African store and, I saw someone and the person asked me, are you a YouTuber? I told the person, yes. It was like, oh, I've been watching a lot of your videos. I was like, wow, this is amazing to see, people that watch my videos back in their home country and I'm seeing them in person. Now, in this process, I had to learn a lot of things about video editing. I have to learn how to design thumbnail. I have to learn about YouTube algorithm. The day I started with my first editing software, I probably spent the whole night just trying to figure out how to move a few things around, But did I give up? No. I was doing that while I was still in school. So even though you're currently in Canada, you have graduated, you are working, you can always ask yourself, what is that one thing that I'm good at? Okay. And how can I develop that thing to serve people? And money is not going to be the primary motivation, but when you are doing all of those things, people will pay you. You will get rewards and will pay you for the services that you have. There are some people that are able to make hair, when they come and they're able to they start doing it from the comfort of their home and they're earning extra cash. Okay. So that way, in addition to your normal hours that you're working, you are also doing this by the side. It just keeps you more productive. And like I said, it's so compulsory. There are a lot of people that are just doing the normal 9 to 5 and they are just okay, right? They're very okay. They don't want to do anything else. They can have the car, the house, and they're just okay. So it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. But if you know and you know and you know that you really think about it, with really something beyond what I'm doing today. And I want to create the best software that's going to revolutionize, a certain sector, whether it be education, tech, or business, any kind of industry, You may have heard of stories of some Nigerians, maybe in the past or even currently that actually started up something, either while they were a student. That's one of the things why I like about Memorial University. In fact, there are a lot of people that start businesses while they are in school because they have an incubation center called Genesis, where you can pitch your ideas and then do refine your ideas and all that, do pitch. You can get grants and all that to start your own business. I mean, not all of them eventually end up succeeding, but yeah, there are still quite amount of them that do succeed. What did these immigrants do differently? They decided to set up something, okay? And I think about the yeah, I am creative and I have to bring in my creative ability to this situation and explore what are some of the things that I can do, okay? So they are the people that decide to challenge the status quo and say, yeah, I know it's difficult that everybody is just doing this, but I want to try something different. I want to start a business. Okay. I want to start an agency. I want to start a software company. I want to start this consulting company and all of those different things. And you know what? A lot of them are doing really well. Okay. Now, challenge the status quo. Don't just say this is how it has always been. This is what everybody is doing, and as such, I have to do the same. No, you can be different. You can do something legal and be different and be unique and maximize your ability. You are more than what you actually think you can do. And you may not have the skills now. There are thousands of skills these days you can actually learn. For example, if you've never handled a camera before for photography and all that, that is a skill. Nobody was born with a photography skill, right? That is something you can actually go for classes and learn and have your own camera and start doing it, right? You don't have to be, there's somebody that was gifted to do graphic design. You can do graphic. That's a big thing now. Maybe video editing. You can learn all of those things. You can learn the skills that is required. So that's one of the things you have to ask yourself. What am I interested in? What are some of the skill sets that are required for me to do these things? And you start building up your abilities in those areas. Take classes, take lessons, and there are thousands of videos on YouTube in any subject area that you want to learn. At least for a start, that's one of the things that we can definitely start with. Okay, and you don't have to be in competition with anybody. Not at all. Not at all. At all. Not at all. Now, I used to do work part-time, okay, in the grocery store while doing my PhD. And after some time, I actually say, all right, bye. I'm no longer doing this. No, why? Because the side hustle that I'm not doing here and there has been able to replace that part-time job. And these are things I can do from the comfort of my home. For those of you that are aware, I have a consulting business that I do. I just help you make a decision in terms of the choice of course that you want to apply for, how to set your schools and scholarship. And these are things that I've experienced. Okay. So I guide people to do that. It takes a lot of my time, yes. So I have to charge for that because these are things, it takes a whole lot of my time. Sometimes, even like 11 p.m. sometimes I'm still replying to messages, So this is also that I can just do and say, oh, it's out of charity. I'm already doing that because if you come, there are almost 200 or so videos on my channel that address a lot of pressing needs. Okay, so don't feel guilty because you're charging to help somebody. I know people say, how can I charge to teach somebody? Maybe you're very good at playing the piano. How can I charge to not teach somebody how to play piano? Yeah, that goes the problem. In your home country, let's say you want to build and you want to buy cement and construction materials. Does the person not feel guilty just charging you to do one or two things for you or provide one or two materials? Yes. University that you're attending, they actually charge you a tuition fee for them to teach you what they know. So the lecturers, the professor, they know something, they want to teach you, you have to pay. Right? So what you can't say, oh, this particular university or secondary school is in my area. Why are they charging me? Can't they just share the knowledge? That there you go wrong. Okay, so you have to always think about your skills and ability to serve, adding value to other people. This is actually where you make whatever money and all that. But like I said, money shouldn't be the number one thing, but value addition first. Value addition first. That whatever thing you're doing, it's serving the need of other people and is making multiple impact, is creating value in other people, and then the people will pay you to do that, right? So that's something you can always do. Ask yourself, what am I good at? And how can I monetize this particular thing that I am good at? And you learn the necessary skills that are required for you to thrive in that area. And you can see yourself doing very well. For those that are, maybe you've been here for 5 years and you work in a certain industry or certain sector, I still know people that are into tech, for example, and they are teaching people how to break into the tech industry, and they have a mini, boot camp or mentorship or whatever to teach people how to scale into those industries. Now, you may have mentees. These are people that maybe you just decide, well, I don't want to charge you. You're just my mentee. I am guiding you. But you can, in addition to that free stuff that you are doing, you can also package that into a course. You can package that into a platform. Maybe you put your YouTube channel or Instagram and you're sharing those things. What are you doing? You're giving value, and the moment money follows value, okay? When you're giving out those value, before you know it, people are paying you for it. Maybe you are in the health sector, right? And you kind of giving people ideas on how to break into those sector even without some kind of work experience in that area. Do that for some time. You mentor some people and you turn your passion into business. There is nothing wrong with that. Don't be, don't have that guilt. Oh, why should I start business for this thing? I mean, there are a lot of things that people can get for free online, but there is something associated with a premium value when that people put a thing when they pay for it. Definitely, think about it, and it's going to help you. Have a lot of friends that are into a lot of business, maybe consulting, they are into, real estate, right? Maybe you already have a real estate, you probably have a couple of properties. Yeah, you can actually turn that into a mini business where you teach people how to break into the, real estate industry, right? You create something, and boom, that's about it. You go at making editing videos. There are people that actually, maybe you start a YouTube channel and you're teaching people how to edit video, and you can set up different courses on how to edit videos. You are making multiple impacts. You're making the finances required, and you are not just do what every other person do. You are different. And before you know it, they will start classifying you. This immigrant came to Canada after he built or she built this platform, and this platform is serving everybody now. Okay, currently that you're probably aware of, it was built by Nigeria. Okay, so there are a lot of other companies that are Canada that are owned by Nigerians. So and those are some of the things, not just Nigerians, a lot of people from different countries, Indian, Africa countries, and all of the different countries that you can all think of, and they are all doing well. So the purpose of this video is to tell you that when you come to Canada, don't leave your giftings and your abilities and your potentials, and try to learn a skill, and a monetizable skill that will generate value to people, and you can make a business out of that. You can be doing your full-time job while you're also doing this other side thing that you're doing. A time will come when the business blows open and you quit your full-time job and you're doing this full-time and you're making even way more. Okay, think about that. And if you want to talk to me, there's going to be a link in the description. We can chat about a few things, and if you need help about, a visa application, admission, and other things about life in Canada, PR application, and all that. Yeah, definitely reach out to me. I will be glad to offer you assistance in any way that I can. And that's going to be it for this video. If you found this content useful, why don't you consider putting a comment in the comment section? Now, I want to ask you, what is your thought about all of these things that I've shared? Okay, do you think it's important for people to get skills and ability? Just put it in the comment section and just put a note on it. And if you're already in Canada, what is actually stopping you from doing or from building something? And have you lost it in your mind? Just put all of this in the comment section and let me know your thoughts and the questions that you have, and let's make the community post let's make the comment section to be very engaging and let a lot of people learn from it. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.